What it is, what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. It's your boy Dakota Griswold of Gamers, Nerds, and Geeks United. Welcome back to Yesterday Today. This, of course, is the show where we bring you some of the biggest gaming news we may have missed from yesterday, today. And I definitely disappeared on y'all yesterday. Something came up, definitely sidetracked me, but I'm back, and I'm here to bring you some of that news, but that's enough of that. Let's get right into these appetizers. Lads and ladettes, here we go with the appetizers. I want to start off today with Google Stadia. So, given the fact that they just keep trying and they want to bring in more players, well, they officially launched some free demos on there. All you got to do is just make an account and boom, you can start streaming Stadia. You don't even have to worry about paying anything like that. So it seems that they're going to be rolling certain stuff out. It lets you play a few hours, and right now they're letting you start off with Pac-Man Mega Tunnel Battle, and that is basically a Pac-Man Battle Royale game. It actually looks pretty basically, and looks okay, but more will follow. But this is the first game that is letting you start off. And once again, I always say I gotta give Stadia credit for trying. I can't wait to see where they are a year or two down the line. And honestly, if they're here around that time, then well, maybe they would have grabbed a certain audience that they would be looking for, and it might be sustainable. Who knows? Well, we're not getting Halo Infinite for the launch of the Xbox Series S and Series X, but well, they've completely upscaled the Master Chief Collection, as tweeted by Xbox here. It says, it's time to dust off the old Needler. Fully optimized on Series XS, check. 120 frames per second in campaign and multiplayer, check. Split screen improvements in up to 4K on Series X. Available for free to existing owners or those with Xbox Game Pass on November 17th. That's absolutely great news. They continually support the Master Chief Collection. They recently put in more maps and more skins and stuff like that. Hey, keep us busy. As long as you keep us busy with some Master Chief, well, I guess we can hold off until maybe fall or whenever Halo Infinite comes out, but I can't wait to that. But, you know, it's always good to jump in to some Halo, because it's really some of the best first-person shooter campaigns, most fun first-person shooter campaigns, for me at least, that I've had. And the multiplayer is actually second to none. The multiplayer that really was just a big deal back in 2001 when online was really starting to blow up. So yeah, it's really good that they keep continuing to support this. Okay, so while I might not find this to be such a big deal, given the fact of what 505 Games has been doing recently with Control, yeah, I could see why some people wouldn't be happy. So, of course, you know the Control Ultimate Edition will be the upgraded version. They're making you pay. Like, if you bought the base version isn't helping you to play on next gen. You're going to have to buy the Ultimate Edition, and that basically upgrades. Now, it's available now, but then they're going to release a next gen version again next year. But if you're buying it on the Xbox, well, it's going to take a one-time connection to the internet so that it can install the rest of it. So it's not having that issue on PlayStation due to compression and other variables as slated by 505 Games, but they need about 50 gigabytes extra on your Xbox. For whatever reason, it's just not happening. They said it's unable to fit everything on the Xbox disc. And correct me if I'm wrong, but they do use Blu-ray discs just like the PlayStation does. So I'm really wondering why that is. Is this game really big? Because I do believe Blu-ray discs are upwards to 100 to 150 gigabytes. And then if they're using the same type of disc on the PlayStation, you know what? Maybe it's a file thing going on, and the Xbox doesn't compute to it. Yeah, I know it sounds funny. That's coming from Microsoft, a computer company, but I guess it's just, you know, a little difficult. 50 gigabytes? Yeah, who's to say what it is? We're going to have about 880 some odd gigabytes to spare. That's unless, of course, you got Call of Duty and Destiny launching. Well, that's about 200 to 300 gigs right there. Alright, so Insomniac Games and all of the advertising, and Marvel, of course, all the advertisements they've been using for Spiderman has been pretty good. The cover on Game Informer and now their tweets, well, they actually put out a whole video for about 2 minutes long between the conversation between both Spider-Men, and it's actually very interesting. As you see here, you'll be able to see a little bit of an intro as I talk about it, so it's really interesting. So basically, this is from the perspective of Miles, of course, given the fact that this is his game, but he's basically settling and he moved out and everything like that, and him and Peter is having a conversation, just having some great camaraderie, and Peter is definitely helping. He's basically mentoring Miles to help him get through a rough time, and him and his mom, just adjusting to him and his mom, and basically, you know, the fact that he lost his father and he's comforting him and teaching him all kinds of stuff. And it's funny because they even started using Spider-Man gifs and all types of emojis. And, well, this is a great way to modernize Spider-Man, and it absolutely fits. I can't wait to play this game on the PS5. I will be holding out on the PS4 version. I will be playing this on the PS5. I know we're all excited about this. Let me know down in the comments below just how excited you are. Okay, so I unfortunately have some bad news for the PT fans, my horror fans. PT won't be carrying over to the PS5. It'll be stuck on the PS4, and honestly, to my knowledge, it has been off the PS4 store for a while now, and wasn't it originally on PS3 or was it on PS4 as well? I'm not really super, you know, I remember how big of a spectacle this was, and then right around this time we were going to get Silent Hills, and then that never came out, and then of course we appeared to get Death Stranding. Same people decided to work together, and it was cool. But PT was a big spectacle. I've seen hacks about it, what's going on, and found out that the lady was really just behind you the whole time. So it was really awesome. But if you really want to play it, well, you have to stick to your PS4 going forward. So early access to Amazon's cloud service Luna has officially come out yesterday, and well, reading on The Verge, and they said it's okay. It's, you know, it's basically bare bones for the time being, and they said you're gonna need about 25 megabits per second to have without any disturbances, because 10 isn't high enough. And I guess that Amazon is eventually going to be using 10 megabits per second. They're going to continue to update it. That's what early access is for. And it also launched with about 50 games. 50. So of course Control is on there. You got stuff like Luminous, Metro, a couple Shantae's, Redout, stuff that'll really test the cloud streaming stuff right there. And it's pretty cool. It also starts at $5.99 a month. And we'll see where this goes, because it's definitely, I guess, in direct competition now with xCloud and Stadia. So we'll see in the months to come. Alright, so today we're going to finish up with some Assassin's Creed Valhalla. They gave us the roadmap for the DLC and the multiple editions that they always do every 2 years when Assassin's Creed come out. It's definitely to be expected, but I'm going to give you a full breakdown of some of the DLCs that they have announced and some of the other content that they have coming out. So of course the season pass is about $40, and they tell us about all of the paths. First of all, we're going to go into Irish folklore. And the first DLC is called Wrath of Druids, and it says the first of the expansion is titled Wrath of the Druids, and it's scheduled to release in spring 2021. In this new adventure, players will journey to Ireland and unravel the mysteries of an ancient and mysterious druidic cult. Tracking and discovering their members reads a line from the description. Diving into Gaelic myths and folklores, they'll need to fight their way through haunted forests and dazzling landscapes while gaining influence among Gaelic kings. Now this is going to be pretty awesome, diving into Irish folklore. I haven't really gotten a chance to do that, and it's very interesting. But I always love how Assassin's Creed does this in their DLCs, but I never get to the DLC, okay? Back in Assassin's Creed Origins, you had Sphinx, and then I don't know what they had in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I didn't pay too close attention to the online right there, but it was still very good. So maybe this will be the Assassin's Creed that I play full on through and play through the DLC. No promises there, but I definitely like what they always do. But here's the second DLC, of course, The Siege of Paris. Now, the second expansion is called The Siege of Paris, and it's due out in summer 2021. This expansion lets players experience the historical Viking battle between key historical figures from the event. During this key moment in history, players will infiltrate the fortified city of Paris in the River Seine. If I'm mispronouncing that, please forgive me. Under a prolonged siege, uncover enemies' secrets and from strategic alliances to safeguard their clan's future. Reads a line from the official description. Now, then of course we got other seasonal content. In addition to the paid content, everyone is getting free seasonal DLC that comes to the form of new narrative content and in-game events. And then also there will be a discovery mode, but we'll find more about that later because this trailer just came out just yesterday. So it's really good to know that, hey, over the next 2 years they're going to map it out. Hopefully when they make the next Assassin's Creed, they update that engine so games don't look as dated. But this game actually is still showing promise despite everything. And so Yeah, so let's get right into the, of course, different editions. Of course, you have the standard edition. Now, if you buy it for PS4 and Xbox One at Amazon, at Walmart, and actually Walmart and Amazon, you can get it for $49.94 and $60 everywhere else. But then once you get it for PS5 and Xbox Series X, well, you can get it for $60 as well, and then PC $60. And then of course you have the Gold Edition Steelbook, and you know that's my edition. All I need is that is in a season pass. Of course, just give me that Gold Edition, and that's about $110. Then you have the Ultimate Edition that comes with various microtransaction packs. That's obvious, you know, different skins and stuff like that. Then of course you get the Valhalla Ragnarok Edition that comes with a figurine of the male Ivor, and then you have Valhalla Collector's Edition that comes with female Ivor and a bevy of other stuff. That's all the way up to $200, while the other one is $150, the Ragnarok Edition. So of course Ubisoft is going all in on the Assassin's Creed games, as they always do. So I'm still very excited, and this is coming out literally around a crowded time. This comes out literally maybe a week or two after Watch Dogs Legions, and then of course you got Spider-Man Miles Morales Cyberpunk 2077 in about a 3-week time span. 3 to 4 major games come out, so it's going to be really hard to choose. You can't play them all. Lads and ladders, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and hit the like button if you already have it. If not, hit the dislike. It's all good. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and go scroll up to all and put that notification bell on so you know when your boy is posting. Follow me on forums and social media. I definitely will post it at the end of this video. Please go ahead and share. I only average about 20 views a video, and I have 308 subscribers, and I feel like those are just considerate subscribers. So please go ahead and subscribe to your boy, and go ahead and watch them all. I post fly content Monday to Friday, and sometimes I post some bonus content. Lads and ladders, please share this video everywhere. Tell everybody about your boy. If you're here, you're gonna go ahead and stay here. I post every day, and people love the content, and this is probably the best unheard of channel. As for right now, we are still on the road to 3,300. I am 33, and before my 34th birthday, I want to have 3,300 or more subscribers. So why don't you help me get there as it is? Go ahead and use hashtag road to 3,300. Lads and ladders, this video is finita.